There once was a young woman named Emily who struggled with anxiety and stress. Each day, she would wake up with a heavy heart, worrying about the endless list of tasks she had to complete and the problems she needed to solve. She carried this weight with her everywhere she went, as if it were a burden she had no choice but to bear. One day, Emily attended a lecture given by a psychology professor. A wise psychology professor stood before a sea of eager students, a glass of water raised aloft in his steady hand. The room buzzed with anticipation as he posed a deceptively simple question: "How heavy is this glass of water?" The students responded with a range of answers, but the professor simply replied, "The weight of this glass, my dear students, is not the crux of the matter when I hold it aloft, it's the duration of my grasp that holds the key to understanding," he continued, his words painting vivid mental images. "If I cradle it for a brief 2 minutes, its weight seems negligible, hardly a burden. Stretch it to an hour, and fatigue begins to whisper at the edges of my muscles. Yet, if I persist, clutching it throughout a day, even a week, my very sinews protest, and a numbness creeps in, rendering me captive to its weight. The glass's physical mass remains constant. But the longer I grasp it, the more formidable its weight becomes, the more oppressive its presence. Consider this glass as the vessel of your worries and troubles, my dear students," he imparted with gentle gravity. "Fleeting moments of contemplation and release make them manageable, mere ripples on the surface of your existence. Prolong your attention, and their impact deepens, akin to the encroaching strain on my muscles." The professor's voice deepened, carrying the wisdom of ages. "Yet, should you shackle yourself to these burdens all day, their weight shall be your undoing. You'll find yourself ensnared, incapacitated, unable to focus on anything but the torment of your own thoughts. This glass of water is the embodiment of the burdens you carry. Release them when they first cross your mind, for a fleeting acknowledgement is not a bane. Allow them to fester, and they shall poison your spirit. Release the worries beyond your control, for their weight, like the glass, will only bring you low. Every night, set the glass down, let go of your burdens, and journey forth unburdened into the morrow." The lesson stayed with Emily long after the lecture was over. She realized that the worries and stresses she carried with her were like the glass of water, they were only as heavy as she allowed them to be. She began to take each day as it came, setting aside her worries for a few moments at a time and focusing on the present. As she did, she found herself feeling lighter and happier, free from the oppressive weight she had carried for so long. Emily started to practice mindfulness techniques and learned to release the things she couldn't control. She started to find peace in simple moments and realized how much her worries had been holding her back. With time, she began to see that stressing over the future was futile, and that she always had the power to let go of her worries and live in the present. In the end, Emily came to the realization that life is too short to be weighed down by things that she cannot control. She stopped carrying her worries around with her and started to live life more fully. Today, she is a happier, more carefree person, living life to the fullest and cherishing every moment.